Well, how the tables... Oh, fuck. Well. How the tables...
Turn?
No, fuck, I keep saying it wrong. Well, how the turntables...
Yes. Boom! As you see, as always, the results going across the screen. We let you know everything that happened over the weekend. We always do. This is all the beautiful results from the Premier League, Saturday and Sunday.
Couple better than others for some of us.
Oh yeah. Not so good for Newcastle. Big defeat to Bournemouth. I mean, come on. Dominic Solanke with a double over Newcastle. After the game, we see Kieran Trippier going up to the fans, getting a little bit of a... Go ahead.
Sorry, boy, am I glad that you said that, because if you didn't, I had to. Could you imagine, like, obviously City get criticized for different things in the media, but some teams just have a little bit more favoritism toward them, and you can all agree to that. Because if that was De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes... I'll even throw whoever Arsenal's captain is at the moment, Saka, whoever's got it at that time, they would get absolutely torched.
I do think he's definitely gonna get some stick for it. I also don't think he said anything necessarily, from the video that I saw at least, I don't think he necessarily said anything out of term. He was definitely frustration from the fan.
Not that they deserve blame, but they would get blame for that.
So with that, it's just, everybody's passionate. It's a big loss. They do have a lot of injuries, but 2-0 to Bournemouth, that's not it.
For such a small club, their expectations are crazy.
Wow, such a small club, he says. Newcastle. Okay, moving on. Spurs, big result. They lost to Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers getting the job done.
That injury bug's getting them, man. It gets everybody, and other managers get passes, others don't. Everybody likes Big P. Everybody likes him. He's a cool guy. He says mate, but at the same time, he's got to deal with the injuries just like everybody else.
Bro, that's what we're going to start calling him, Big P. Big P with a 2-1 loss to Wolves. Disappointing. Moving on to Sunday. Oh my God, Sunday. Manchester City 4-4 against Chelsea. We'll get into that in a second. That was an absolute fucking banger. Brentford lose 3-0 to Liverpool. Liverpool, I mean... They're climbing. They're going to be right there, neck and neck with Manchester City and possibly Arsenal fighting for the league this year. I really do think so. They're very, very impressive team.
I think potentially we could see Tsimikas continue to take over once Andrew Robertson gets back. He provided 2 assists, did really well.
Controversy for places.
Controversy.
It is Brentford, but
The most informed team in the Premier League also got a win this week.
Wow.
4 wins in 5 games in the Prem. Just absolutely flying at the moment. Never been easier here in the red side. But 1-0 win over Luton. You expect it. Not a great performance once again. But we grinded out that result. That first half was not good. It was just absolutely horrible. No cohesion. No link-ups. Just really poor. And then in the second half, surprisingly, we come out much, much better. Can't actually even believe that they went into halftime tied 0-0. We're not already up 2-0 on Luton. I mean, this is a team that is £2 million worth of players, where we have, 400 million. So we need to be doing better in these first halves. We can't just rely on hoping and praying that somebody in individual moments will break through, and that's what happened with Lindelof, thankfully.
With the explanation of that game, in no universe should the beginning sentence of that whole little paragraph you just did there should be Manchester United, the most informed team in the Premier League.
In the last 5 games.
And then this guy proceeds to tell us how bad they just struggled against Luton Town. Like, he literally just said, most informed team in the Prem. And then just said, we just got lucky against Brentford. It was a pretty tough win. We played like shit, but we won. Like, that's insane. Moving on to the game of the week, without a doubt, with probably, quite possibly could be, if you take away, the importance, around the title race and whatnot, just how it went,
it's full 90. It's game of the year as of right now.
Oh, yeah. Like 8 goals, both teams. It's what you want to see as a neutral fan for sure.
It was the most fun that I've had watching a City game in so long. I absolutely hate watching them just dominate over and over for 90 minutes, just doing whatever they want on the pitch. But then it's great to see a team put up a fight and do really well against them.
Yeah, I really want to specify before I get into the partial complaining about conceding 4 goals. I want to give the props to both teams. This was a beautiful game of football. This is what you want to see.
Yeah. This is Barclays here.
Yes, this is the Premier League. This is what you want to see week in, week out. This was a fantastic game. Now, with that being said, as a City fan, there are a lot of negatives we have to take from this. 1, we conceded 4 goals, okay? But we'll start from the beginning, as we always do. Okay? Very beginning, not too far into the game, I think it was like 10, 15 minutes in, Erling Haaland, that boy steps up, takes a penalty from a foul against on Haaland from Cucurella that was what we nowadays would call soft. I do agree it was a soft penalty. At the same time, he just runs around him, gets in front of him. Cucurella grabbing his shirt the whole time, pulls him down. It's like, can Cucurella really pull Haaland down like that?
And it's so funny to hear the conversation around this foul that inarguably was worse than the one that Højlund did on Rodri. This was a worse foul, and there's more controversy surrounding it. It's wild.
Oh, here we go. Everything always has to link back to United. I swear to God with you. We can't go one segment of talking about one team without you bringing up something to do with United. It happened last video. We were talking about Arsenal, and this guy, United, and like, bruh, oh my God.
That's the only team I care about, bruh. What you talking about? We get done in every time.
It was a penalty though, letter of the law. As they say, letter of the law. He grabs him, pulls him down. It's a pen, it's soft. I think it is soft. It's my personal opinion. I think it was soft. It's a penalty though. It is a penalty. He steps up. He scores. Erling Haaland didn't score against Chelsea. Has never scored against Chelsea. That be known. Now he does. He's got 2 against him from the one game.
Spoiler alert.
Just a little bit later on, we're up 1-0. Thiago Silva, my GOAT, my Brazilian national team figure. The reason I like Brazil is Thiago Silva, okay? This guy is a legend. 39 years old, still playing in the highest possible
the best league in the world.
System of football. Like, guy is insane. 39 years old, still doing it at the highest level. Goes up, nice header, scores a goal. Beautiful. I mean, Haaland, nobody's marking this guy. No. He just runs past everybody. Scores a beautiful header. It's 1-1. Not too long later, again, it's 1-1. City go down 2-1.
Back and forth.
Gvardiol. Oh, when I saw this goal, I was just so frustrated by the fact that this man is a 100-pound something defender. We're gonna always have to bring the price tag into it. It's a new league. He's still getting used to it, whatnot. He's got to develop, but this play right here, I mean, he just absolutely just muffed it. I don't know if he miscontrolled it, like what happened. I just see him get his body turned. He didn't have the ball at his feet. Didn't even retain possession at all. And then Sterling just gets in behind Kyle Walker, scores. It's 2-1. Sterling, who had an amazing game. This guy was crazy. He had a point to prove against Manchester City, and he proved it.
Wan-Bissaka would never.
Again, with Man United, this guy. This Sterling, amazing performance. It's 2-1. Not too long ago. Later, though, as I keep saying with all the goals, because the goals came pretty, consistent. Bernardo Silva, cheeky little corner move. Bernardo Silva whips it in. Akanji, banging header, near post. No chance for the goalie. It's 2-2 going in a half.
Great goal.
Absolutely class football. It's absolutely what you want to see. And it carried over into the second half. Second half, immediately, goals start coming again. Erling Haaland, right from the rip, nutsack goal. What more can you say from this guy?
I mean, he's literally scored with every part of his body now in the Premier League, basically.
This man is absolutely insane.
Except his hands.
Julian Alvarez gets the assist. Somebody who I thought overall had somewhat of a disappointing game.
When you score 4 goals, it's hard to say that about people, but I also have to agree. He didn't have a great game.
No, there's a few players who had some standout mistakes and things like that. Obviously, Gvardiol with his mistake. But overall, you have to take the good with the bad. And this was the definition of the good and the bad. Conceding 4, scoring 4. Right after halftime, though. This guy's insane. It's his second goal of the day. We want him to score 3. We're up 3-2 now at this point. A little bit later, as I keep saying, Nicholas Jackson, okay? Michael Jackson, okay? Something Jackson, whatever. This guy, this blood, okay? I mean, he's not good. He's terrible. He has more yellow cards than he does goals in the season. No, stop.
Right
no,
now.
He does not keep scoring. He's got more yellow cards than goals. Okay? This guy is not going to be seeing the field when Nkunku comes back. This guy is going to be forgotten about. Okay? Nobody's going to be worried about Nicholas Jackson once Nkunku comes back. He gets a little rebound goal from a Gallagher shot. Gallagher had a good game. Good player. He's been playing all right. You know what I mean? Rebound goal. He was left on side. Disappointing defending.
He's in the spot. He's in the right spot at the right time.
Ederson should have.
That's all you can ask of a
Ederson
striker.
should have parried it away a little bit better. I kind of partially blame him for that one. That was a little bit disappointing. Ederson, who got hurt in that game, injury news, very disappointing.
Pulled out of the Brazil.
But that is not. I mean, this guy. We can't be letting that in. That one really bothers me. That one with the Gvardiol mistake. That really bothers me for many reasons. Continuing on though, not shortly long after, 4-3 Manchester City. Rodri, our absolute saving grace. This guy is the definition of clutch. He shows up in the moments we need him. He comes out with a goal when we need it, in random moments. He's there. And it's happened numerous times. I know we can always just think back to the Champions League final, but let's think past that though. There's a lot of other moments that I can't name off the top of my head right now.
But
I know
Cup final.
The FA Cup final. Look at that, Man City fan over here. Okay, so this guy.
I played in it. I'm sorry, I didn't play in it. We played in it too.
This guy is clutch. I love him in my team. He's got 100. He hasn't lost a game since February for club. There was some stat that came on the TV that I was watching. This guy is insane though. He's a winner. He is a winner. When he's in this team, it's a real effect. And the Spanish national team. He's just a dog.
He got lucky because Thiago Silva was trying to deflect it, but unfortunately deflected it into his
He did,
own
yes.
goal.
That we do have to mention that.
It wasn't like he just put a pearl
that
of a strike
does come in with the
which he does sometimes.
He does a lot.
But this time was more so because of a deflection.
It was. You are right. It was a deflection off Thiago Silva. Goes in the back of the net. As a City fan, though, you don't care. You can't ask for more. 4-3 at the Bridge. This game is going crazy. The Bridge is electric. Still at this point at 4-3. Everybody's going crazy. This atmosphere, this game, even from City fans' point of view after the fact. I know City fans. I don't know City fans. But City fans that were at the game who talked about it afterwards. The atmosphere, electric. You love it. 4-3. And then it really, really fell apart. Ruben Diaz. I've talked so well about you for the whole eternity of this channel. You are my favorite center back. You're my dad, okay? Ruben Diaz. But what the fuck was that? Blood? What was that? You just... Honestly, I know people are going to say he got the ball first. And he did. He did touch the ball. In no universe, though, can you touch the ball first and absolutely ruin the player. You can't do that, bruh. Absolutely cannot happen. It's 4-3, right? This is the time to have composure. This is the time to be the world-class defender you are. And I'm not going to say how he should have defended it properly. I'd have to rewatch it again, play by play, see what could happen. Not that I would know anyway. But, like, dude, come on. That was insane. You giving up the penalty, and Cole Palmer, I got to give credit to him. Another ex-City player. Kid has ice in his veins. I'll tell you what. Credit, you have to give it where it's due, as they say. Give credit where it's due. Kid stepped up, had a decent game overall, played a lot better once he was moved into the middle.
Yeah.
He is a very versatile. He's one of the best Chelsea players right now, I think, and most in form. He's a good player. We sold him $40 million. This kid steps up though against his former club, regardless of the name, regardless that it's my team. This kid steps up against his former team.
Yeah.
Slots the penalty away and not a shit penalty, a fantastic penalty. Right into the no goalie's getting there unless they cheat. They cheat. And so
or they take like they're not getting to it. This
man put it right into the left, ties it up, and just does one of these to the crowd. Not a real celebration, but also letting people know, did you think he was gonna miss? Like he right. really just had a little arrogance about him, you know. I like that about players. This guy deserved it.
I don't really mind him either as a United fan. I know I'm bringing it into it, but he did grow up as a United fan. He knows that Rooney is the greatest Premier League player of all time. He knows he's that guy, so I don't hate on him especially.
I can't even get through one goal of Manchester City's now without this guy bringing up fucking United. This is insane. Overall, though, absolute banging ass game. 4-4 at the Bridge. Manchester City, top of the table. Here it is. What more can you ask for? I mean, as a City fan especially, come on, City. I'm going to put that at the end.
Yeah, that's the outro.
Oh, we weren't going to say anything else about, like, something else? Did you want to say something about something else? As I was talking, I was like, this sounds like an outro. I'm just going to make it an outro.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
I also was thinking, like did you want to have something to say? Did you want to have something you wanted to say? Like,
no. I mean, just it's the international break. Like, we're not going to...
Let's do that. Prem. Let's do that, and then I'll switch it.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Because I've been talking for how long?
That's all we got for you cuties this week. We do have the international break coming up, so sadly, no Premier League. But then after that, we're coming back. Premier League, Champions League, Europa League. We got it all.
Yeah, man.